Hey there chess enthusiasts, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we together explore the exciting world of chess. Today we are diving into a very interesting and strong opening strategy, the Grob's attack. If you're looking to surprise your opponents and catch them off guard, this might be the right opening for you, as this attack isn't that popular. In this video we will explore the main lines of the Grob's attack and reveal some crafty traps that can give you the upper hand already at the beginning of the whole chess game. So let's jump right in. The Grob's attack, also known as the Mainline attack or the spike attack, is an opening characterized by White's quick pawn advances on the king side of the chessboard, as it starts with the main move pawn to g4, a move that's really not often seen at the top levels of play, but can catch many opponents by surprise. It's actually even considered one of the worst starting moves in the chess world, if not the worst for White. That's also why this video is called like that. Let's now take a look at the main lines of the Grob's attack. After pawn to g4 with White, Black has a few options, but one of the common responses is definitely pawn to d5, opening up the diagonal for the queen's bishop here, also taking our pawn on g4. But we don't defend it. The most famous answer here is to play bishop to g2, fianchetting the bishop in the second move of the game, attacking Black's pawn here on d5. So actually, we can say that we are basically sacrificing our pawn here now on g4, because Black's bishop can just capture it. And if he does, we can try a little trap here, because here we can now play the disgusting move pawn to c4, just sacrificing our second move already in the third move of the game. And here Black has to be a bit careful, because this sacrifice is not without an intention. If Black would capture our pawn here on c4 with his pawn, this will be a big mistake, because after bishop captures Black pawn on b7, we are winning the Black rook here, the corner of the chessboard, on the following move, because he cannot escape anymore, because this pawn and this knight are just blocking his escape possibilities. So with this trap, you could possibly try to completely destroy your opponents with the Grob's attack, especially beginners in chess. The second most played answer on the key, or also called the main move of the Grob's attack, with pawn to g4, is to play pawn to e5 with Black. So this move is not only interesting because it is a commonly played move, nor because it gives an advantage to either of the both players, but because White has now two moves that lead to an early Black checkmate. Because after pawn to f3 or also pawn to f4, Black can just play queen to h4 with the fastest checkmate which is possibly in the whole chess world. So this move would be really embarrassing, because pawn to f3 and pawn to f4 both tie with the so-called fool's mate, so the fastest checkmate possible. But actually, if you don't want to lose the game after already two moves, you can play lots of different variations and lines now. You can play pawn to e3, pawn to d3, or knight to c3, and so on with White. So these were the two main lines of the Grob's attack. But let's quickly take a closer look at the trap which I've just shown you before. So how I've already said, it would be a big mistake for Black to capture now our pawn here on c4 because of bishop to b7 with a rook win. Therefore Black often in this position plays pawn to c6, trying to defend this pawn here now. But here we can still continue with trying to destroy our opponent with a trap. Because here, after a little pawn trade like this, we can still play queen to b3 with the second fork. Because here we are taking the Black pawn on our d5 with the queen and with our bishop too, and we are again attacking the Black pawn on b7. So if Black wants to defend his now attacked pawn on d5 with, let's say for example, pawn to e6, then we don't capture the Black pawn here on b7, because here we cannot win the rook, because after the knight has for example moved on d7, the rook is defended by the Black queen. Therefore we don't capture the Black pawn here now on b7, but we rather play a third fork by playing queen to a4 with check, but not only with check but also attacking the Black bishop here both at the same time, winning the black bishop on g4. So if you're playing the black chess pieces, then at first there really are no problems with playing the Grob's attack, especially the first moves. But if you get in this position, how I've already said, it would be a big mistake to capture white's c4 pawn. Therefore you just defend your pawn with pawn to c6, and after this pawn trade, where white still tries to catch you with this sneaky trap, and they play queen to b3, you just should not play and should not defend your d5 pawn with pawn to e6 because of the already shown fork on queen to a4. Here you should just defend your now attacked pawn here on d5 with your knight on f6, because with this move you're also defending your bishop here on g4. Therefore queen to a4 wouldn't be forked, because after, for example, knight to d7 blocking this check, white could not capture black's bishop here on g4. Therefore white would try here to just capture your pawn on b7, and here you just do the same thing again. You defend your rook by playing knight to d7, opening up this line for the queen, which defends the rook now. So this was the audio of this video, in which I have shown you how to play the Grob's attack, especially this crazy chess trap in it, with which you can really destroy lots of chess beginner friends of you when you're playing the white chess pieces in the Grob's attack. So I really hope that you liked the video. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till next time, bye!